Those guys so persistent. They even wore me out. That doesn't happen often. Oh, they after us anyway. Apollo, it's the royal carts again. Quick, hide. Hey, word horn-headed spider hair, go! Spider hair? They're not talking about me, are they? Is that a trick question? We know you're hiding somewhere around here! Apollo, did we look a boat over there? Did it just? Yeah, it did. It's called a robot, and you know what? I'll show you all about it later while we're not being chased by masked men. Come out wherever you are! You know where the founders of if you know what's good for you! Figures they're after the orb. I want to know what they're going to do just if we're captured. They realize those obnoxious loud voices. How came after the first hour and confess to whatever they wanted, truth or no? Come out now, you foreign devils! This has gone far enough! I can't keep our eminence waiting any longer! We gotta get out of here. Must be a safe place to hide somewhere. Look, a manhole. That's right. Say, son, you remember my office? Sir, remember that messy, dimly lit room? I have a mess on Amara's assassination is kept there. I think it might help you on this case. You remember how to get there. Tina, I know where we can hide. Follow me. Oh, where are we going? Wait, you're not seriously thinking about going down there. It smells like rotten eggs. And those rats I hear. We've got no choice. I can get us somewhere safe, but this is the only way in. Quick, before it's too late. It's going to take forever to get this stench out of my hair. Looks like we lost them. That was close. Daruk's office. How long has it been since I last set foot in here? At least we're safe now, but why is the thing all huddled over in the corner like that? Ah! That? AJ! What the heck are you doing here? Here's where guards are after us. Once a rebel, always a rebel. Don't worry, the regime doesn't know about this place, so you can relax now. Good. Since we're my part of this rebellion, I won't call signing up. Apollo! Mr. White? What are you doing here? We saw you two go into that manhole. You only escaped the guards' notice. It was like watching a pair of ostriches bury their heads in the sand. Guess that was a closer save than I had thought. Anyway, you're safe and sound now, and that's what really counts. Oh, I still have some evidence for you. Thanks, Mr. White. So what is this stupid hole we found ourselves in, anyway? This is the Fine Dragon Safe House, also known as the former ceremonial offices. I see. Well, that means be happiness. Here I am, the chief prosecutor hiding out in a rebel base. No, please don't report this place to our local police prosecutor Edgeworth. Take a look around while we wait for the heat to die down out there. Come on, Athena, stop moping over there and help me check this place out. Please tell me there's a shower here. There's a sink in the kitchen. And if you're lucky, maybe even some soap. I'm sorry I even asked. There's a scary looking knife sticking out of the Queen's picture. If anyone saw this, they'd think that the Defiant Dragons were a violent group. Oh, that was actually me trying to kill a fly. I threw that knife at it, but I whiffed. And I think I ended up stuck right between her eyes. You mean this wasn't on purpose? That's what's up the altar. That's where we pay our respects to the victims of the Defense Culpability Act. The DC Act is a heinous law that puts innocent people to death. A law that's supposed to protect the people sends them to their graves instead. Talk about insane. This is Daruk's old law book. Look, there's a mark on the cover. Looks like it was branded on with a hot iron. Yeah, I think it was done in protest against the Defense Culpability Act. There's an entry on the DC Act right here, see? This is the infamous anti-lawyer law you guys are always talking about. I wonder what's in this file. Oh, it's full of newspaper clippings. Seems a correct set of documents, information about Morrow's assassination. So this is what Daruk was talking about. I know most of this stuff here on top. Let's see what else there is. Wow, where did he get all this? Anything important here? What about this? Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in this incident and lost his life. What? This is about your father, Apollo? Looks like it. I was never told much more than what's written here. Really? How come? Daruk always skated around the subject. Maybe he thought I was still too young. Plus, I always loved Daruk as my dad, so I never really brought it up. Oh, I see. Well, I feel kind of sorry for your real dad. Real dad. I was never really interested in learning about him. After seeing his picture, I can't help but feel a little curious. I wonder if Dad could tell me anything about him. Oh, this file looks like it might be useful. There's so many pages, I can't tell what's important. I need someone to help organize all of this. I think I know just the person to ask. I'm surprised to see so many appliances here. There's even a TV. Speaking of which, we gave the people of Korean quite a shock. And the Plum's Punisher War of the Old Twilight Realm was last on TV. I mean that show where actors play the part of Daruk and Uefa. You hijacked that in the middle of its broadcast, right? Yep, all the writers do each week is try to ruin the Defiant Dragon's good name. So we decided to hit him where it on. This has been real shocking, especially for the kids who went all week to see it. I mean, the show's main villain was actually hijacking the very show he's in. Ew, is that a newt? Come on, Athena, can't you tell Gecko when you see one? What's the difference? Geckos like to live in houses, while newts prefer to be outside near water. They're totally different creatures. How do you know this one wasn't caught outside near some water? Could very well be a gecko. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a newt. Oh, so then you agree it's a newt, Apollo? I fell right into a trap. You're both wrong. It's just a plain old lizard. Wait. Don't tell me we have to go back through the manhole to get out of here. The only reason this safe house is still safe is because the front door's been boarded up. Fine, I just have to live here till the revolution begins. What if I told you rats come out at night? Then we'll just have to start the revolution before sundown. I bet the revolution never thought it would get a new ally this way. Somebody law officers, that's the sign that Luke used to display out front. Hey, Dax. I heard the office used to do quite a bit of business. That it did. Luke was a famous lawyer with countless courtroom victories after all. He was the dauntless dragon who turned trials upside down, snatching victories from the jaws of defeat. His fame as a lawyer spread far and wide across Korean back in the day. Hope the day comes where he can proudly display this sign again. Rook's jacket? You should try it on, Apollo. It might actually suit you. Really? There's also a spare eye patch here. Why not try that on too? Sorry. Just picturing you and all that. It's just too funny. Ow. My pride. Who's the kid? Wait a second. That's you, Apollo? Recognize those ones anywhere. Is that really the only way anybody recognizes me? It was so cute. Who's that fine-looking young man? That's Nahiyuta. Look when he used to smile. Wow, his smile is absolutely angelic. So brings back memories. I was thinking the day we all went out fishing. What was Prosecutor Shub Muddy like when he was younger? He was kind of quiet, but passionate when it came to his convictions. When he finally made Prosecutor, he was all fired up to change Korean for the better. Now he's nothing more than Garen's lackey. So that says a lot to say about Nahiyuta. Ask him about his thoughts later. So you guys are still using this office, I see. Yep, except now it's the office HQ of the Defiant Dragons. As Rook said, and I quote, "We must keep it for the day when Karai needs lawyers once more." Restoring the legal system to its rightful form through popular uprising? You could tell how much Zaruk believes in his cause. Oh, and AJ, Zaruk said something else that might interest you. He said he hopes you'll come back and take over this office someday. Take over? Me? Those were his words. He may have been half joking, though. Daruk, guess what I heard from PW? AJ's become a lawyer. Yeah, I've been Must have been because of you, Daruk. I'm so sorry about that. I imagine he's already forgotten about me. What are you talking about? I bet he can't wait to follow in your footsteps. Nothing would make me happier. Maybe one day he'll return to Karayan and take over his office. Just a pipe dream, though. Daruk really said that? Daruk was never a hands-on kind of dad. And not a day went by that he wasn't thinking of you. That much I'm sure of. Doesn't get more paternal than that. Daruk, to think I really did spend my days trying to forget you. I'm looking forward to a nice long talk once you're free. Dad, wasn't Nahayuda once part of the Defiant Dragons? Yep, yes, Yudi was a rising star in the Resistance. He vowed to fight for the cause through the legal system. Said he'd become a prosecutor and give Inga and Garen the smackdown they deserve. Now he's, part of the Garen regime. Not only that, now he's gonna prosecute his own dad. Doesn't add up. I wonder what happened to him. Me too. But if I had to guess, I'd say Garen had some serious leverage over him. Leverage? Like what? Wish I knew. It seems like Daruk knows. I tried to press him about it, but he wouldn't say. To think of it, Daruk did say. Yuda is suffering? Yes, he knows that rightful state of Karayan's legal system. But something forces him to bend to Garen's will, and it's tearing him apart. If that's the case, I bet Nahayuda doesn't really want to go through with Daruk's prosecution. Daz, about this file. Can you help me figure out which pages are the most relevant? Yep, sure can. I got the whole thing memorized. See this page? It's definitely worth a look. Oh, that's right. Prosecutor Marty was part of the royal family, wasn't he? Yep, but he was expelled after the whole thing with Daruk happened. Must have gone through hell once he entered the legal wards, though. Because of the sins of the father are visited upon his children thing. Yep, in the eyes of the people, Daruk is not only a traitor to his kingdom, he's also the terrorist who assassinated the previous queen. So as his son, Yudi no doubt got the cold sword at every turn. It must have been really hard on him. Yeah, the ties between father and son aren't something you could break, even if you tried. No matter where he went, he was probably labeled the son of a criminal. Despite it all, he made a name for himself through blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, just look at him now. He's a star prosecutor working cases around the globe. He's become a hero, the pride and joy of Karayan. That's a Nahayuda I know. Super smart and never willing to give in. He must have studied and fought like his life depended on it to get to where he is today. Guys, I want to ask you about this picture. It's a picture of your pops that Daruk found. And he had a heck of a time tracking it down. He said he searched all over for it. Why? Why would he go through all that trouble? Dad, please tell us everything you know about Apollo's dad. You know what my biological father was like? Daruk once told me about him. He was a modern minister working the ward and making music in his travels. This file also has some information on your real dad. It says he died in the blaze at Queen Amura's residence 23 years ago. That's right, Daruk had invited him over. Daruk's the kind of guy who can become fast friends with just about anyone. It seems your pops was like that too, AJ. They hit it off at a bar. The next thing you know, Daruk asked him over to play some tunes. And then the place went up in flames. Yeah, Daruk had just stepped out for a sec when the fire broke out. Apollo, you were there too, but you were still just a baby. I remember hearing about that when I was little. Yeah, it was a crying shame. Your pops just happened to take you along that day. So you were there with him when the fire broke out. But Daruk risked his life to save you. It's like Daruk's done nothing but save me all my life. All your pop stuff got burned up, including anything that could have helped us identify him. All I know about him at first was his stage name, Jangly Justice or something like that. Daruk did everything he could just to dig up what little we knew now. What about my mother? Do you know anything about her? All I know is she was traveling with your pops. That day she was off doing something on her own. Since you probably didn't even know my father had been with Daruk then. She must have been desperate to find you and your father once you've gone missing. No doubt, the Queen's assassination threw the kingdom into chaos. The priests were so overwhelmed they were probably hardly of any help to her. We searched and searched till our legs gave out, too, but we never found her. And your father's stuff all burnt up, we had zero leads. Not even a photo. That's how I became an orphan. Yeah, who knows? Maybe your mom read about the details of the fire in the newspaper. Maybe she figured you died along with your pops. Oh, I had no idea you'd been through all that, Apollo. So then you believe me. You believe in my son's innocence. Your son in prison for a crime he didn't commit. He's been assisting the government for his release in the Declaration of Innocence. Oh, thank you. I'm forever in your debt. Who's that? Hey there, Miss Inmate. How'd that work, I see? Yes, I have my own battle that I must wage. After all, there are many who suffer under the Defense Culpability Act. Miss Inmate, please don't forget about our case, too. I won't. I will look into it as soon as I am able. What's Miss Inmate doing here? She's laying an ear to all those suffering under the regime's wrongful accusations. The lady whose husband's been imprisoned, parents whose son's been falsely charged. She's helping all those types of people. So she's trying to help the revolution along in her own special way. Yep, and thanks to her, more and more folks are coming over to our side. All the people who've been unhappy with the regime have been waiting for just this chance, and they're starting to speak out in support of us. People are responding, and a grassroots movement is growing. Daruk's dream of revolution may finally come true. What should we do about the Founder's Orb? We'll probably run into the Royal Guards again the moment we leave this place. Well, we can't stay here forever, so we should think of something. I've got it. Why don't you hold on to it, Dad? Should be safe here, right? You can count on me. I'll get back to you in the time for tomorrow's trial at the Hall of Justice. What now, Apollo? Well, we got a handle on what happened 23 years ago. Maybe we should pay Daruk a visit. There's something I want to show him. I'll join you. I want to talk to him before tomorrow's trial. Maybe I should wait to hear that. We'll attract undue attention if we go into a lot of a group. Son, good to see your old man again. Hi, Daruk. Guess you're done questioning you. Yeah, you think Nahayuda might have cut his old man a little slack, but no. He really laid into me. Seems they're really keen on recovering the Founder's Orb. I wouldn't tell him where it was. He confiscated what few possessions I had left. Wait, Daruk's not wearing his attorney's badge? Someone took that from him? confiscate all my prized jailbreaking tools. What did you expect? I mean, no prosecutor in the right mind would let a prisoner keep stuff like that. Did you take your Tony's badge too? No. I thought it strange, but just when it looked like he was going to take it from me, he changed his mind. I wonder why. Indeed. I find it hard to understand anything he does these days. Your kid needs attorney's badge. You've wanted all these years, even though all the lawyers are gone? Yes, because the dragon's eye is the embodiment of my creed. To show the world that a dragon never yields, huh? Hey, Daruk. Why do you still wear your badge? You're not a lawyer anymore, right? This badge is my heart and soul, son. I'll never stop trying to realize my dream, not until my very last breath. A dragon never yields, right? Exactly. Yuda, Apollo, I vow to restore Korion's legal system to its rightful state one day. I want to pass on to you a world where you can live free from the fear of tyranny. He was always saying stuff like that to the two of us. Yuda, is the reason why you didn't take Daruk's pads because you still remember those talks too? I hope that's what it is. Son. Would you keep my badge for me? Are you sure? I can't take something so important to you. That's exactly why I want you to hold on to it, Apollo. I'm placing my fate in your hands. Alright, I'll make sure it stays safe. I found this in the tomb. Look familiar? That's... Daruk? Where did you find it? Down between the monk statues in the tomb. Is it yours, Daruk? Oh, it's something I bought. Why is he suddenly acting all awkward? I wonder when I lost it. Let's have it. It's very important to me. Of course. I'll just make a note about it for future reference. Apollo, remember how Inga said he had someone dear to Daruk? Why didn't you ask him about that? Alright, I'll give it a try. What did the minister mean when he said he had someone dear to you in the palm of his hand? What was he talking about? Hey, Yuda seemed to know, but he wouldn't tell me anything. Well, I have no idea, so... Well, you really followed his every word after he said that. So it seems to me the minister was in close proximity to someone you really care about. Oh, someone you really care about that isn't Nahiyura. Wait, don't tell me. Is there a new lady in your life, Daru? What? No, don't be ridiculous, son. The love of my life was Amura, but she's gone now, and there'll never be another. My bracelet! What does that mean? Daruk, have you really not met somebody new? Gotcha! You seem uneasy, Daruk. Wait, don't tell me you're ashamed because he's much younger than you. Don't be ridiculous. I'm just getting tense because of your intrusive questions. I don't react the same way. I guess that's not it. Tell my voice that we acted. So now he must be hiding something. Gotcha! Daruk, you can't fool me. You tensed up when you said, but he's gone now. And you unconsciously moved your arm, causing something to press up against your jacket. How did you do that? Oh, so that's it. You're hiding a woman's photo up your sleeve. You don't have to keep secrets like that from me, Daruk. You're an eligible bachelor now. But you'll introduce her to me at some point, right? I keep telling you, there's no other woman. Fine, then let's see it. What are you hiding up your sleeve? It's just this. Satisfied? Huh? That's the pendant we found in Nomura's tomb. See, I wasn't trying to hide anything. Then why did he tense up? Daruk, let me take a look at that. Hey, what's this button for? Whoa. It's a picture of Daruk and some lady. And she's really young looking too. Mon Dieu, are you into younger women, Daruk? Daruk, you old dog, you got yourself a younger lover. Will you stop with this nonsense? This is Amara before she died. If you look closer, you'll see that I was younger too. Hey, you're white. Oh, that's no fun. Wait a second. Haven't we seen this woman before? Now that you mention it. Isn't this woman the same as the one in this independent photo? Take that! The one in this pen is also the one in this photo. Apollo, where did you get this? From the safe in Inga's room. Apollo. This is Kinemura. It has to have been taken at least 23 years ago. That's just not possible. Yeah, I noticed the same thing. Here's why this photo couldn't be 23 years old. Take that! Take a look at the law book. It has the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it. That mark didn't exist until after you started your revolutionary activities, Daruk. So this photo must have been taken after Gurren came into power. And that didn't happen until after Mura was assassinated. So then how could Mura even be in this photo? Wait a second, telling me that Amura is still alive? Looks like you found me out, son. Wait, so it's actually true?